Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. Last time, we ended up starting up some side quests, getting the fire and ice arrows, and in this part, we're going to Western Fairy Island and Thorned Fairy Island to upgrade our bow, and then do some more side quests. So, here we are right now at Western Fairy Island. You can go here through Great Fish. I decided to cut out the trip because, you know, it's kind of pointless for that. You need the skull hammer in order to activate these switches to be able to get to the Great Fairies themselves. So, let's go down. Kind of wish the Great Fairy Queen would have given me the upgraded bow right away with the quivers, but oh well, I can go to these. Oh, believe me, this will aid me in my quest tenfold. And from our first Great Fairy, we obtain the Big Quiver. So we can now carry up to 60 arrows. Okay, so that deals with that. So, our next destination now is Thorned Fairy Isle. Thorned Fairy Isle is pretty much on the opposite end of the world right now. It's actually, you can access it through the Tower of the Gods and going east. So that's what we're going to be doing, but obviously we're going to be cutting to it because otherwise that'd be a long time. In between my treks through this, we will be picking up some of the treasures that are on the Great Sea. So, there's Thorned Fairy Isle. So, let's play the Ballad of Gales. And get the heck out of here, shall we? So, let us get ourselves to where I need to go. So I'm thinking, okay, how can I do this? I can go from Dragon Roost, I can go from Tower of the Gods, I can go from the Forest Haven, but let's go through the Tower of the Gods. Probably should have gone through the Forest Haven, to be quite honest, but oh well. Ballad of Gales saves my skin so much. So, here we are now at Thorned Fairy Isle. So, yet again, you're going to need the skull hammer in order to be able to access this fairy isle. So, as you can see, Thorned Fairy Isle. Pull out my skull hammer and hit the buttons. 2, 3. So, let's upgrade our bow. This is actually the last of the Great Fairies, too. Well, not the last of them. There's one more Great Fairy, but that's not going to be done until next episode. And with this, we have obtained an even bigger quiver! We can now carry up to 99 arrows! Sweet! And believe me, with my crap shooting, we're gonna need all 99 of them. So, that takes care of that. So, where are we going to be heading off to now? Now we're gonna be getting ourselves a bunch of pieces of heart. So, let us pull up our map once I get into the King of Red Lions, and then we will continue. But let's put on the bombs just in case I can get rid of this ship right here. Pretty much ships like these are going to be out on the Great Sea from now on. So that's your cue that you're pretty much at the halfway point of the... a little bit over the halfway point of the game, actually. Yeah, this is like the 60% mark, I would say, and then the next two dungeons are more. But here we've got Bird Peak Rock, which is down south. This is where one of the pieces of the Triforce charts are located. So I'm going to show off what exactly that's like. And the only reason is because Roxas accidentally forgot to, you know, check the Incredible chart to see where the charts were. So he thought he was getting a piece of heart. So here we are at Bird Peak Rock right now. This one you're going to need Hoyi pears in order to be able to get through the entire thing, because there are helm rocks guarding switches in their nests. And what you have to do is you have to have a seagull hit all the switches. If a seagull gets hit by a helm rock or gets hit by an enemy, then pretty much the Hoi pair gets canceled, because what I like to think about it is that the seagull died. So, here we are at Bird Peak Rock, as I'm showing off. I stopped doing the map showing sooner rather than later, which kind of messes me up. But, let us see. I was thinking of another island that was this one. I'm thinking of Cliff Plateau Island. But, let us pull out our bow, kill some of these helm rocks. So, let us do that. A little bit sensitive with the GameCube controller. Right. There we go. That takes care of one helm rock. Nope. A little bit too high. There we go. That's 2 helm rocks. Let's get helm rock number 3. There we go. Now let's try and get helm rock number 4. There's a 5th one that's right behind here. I don't get this helm rock for a while, so we're going to be on this island for a little bit. So I get to talk about everything else, such as how long it took me to do all these side quests, and how many Hoi pairs this is going to take me. So, there's our seagull. So, when I was recording this, it was a nightmare, because this point in the game is when so much opens up that I have no way of really planning. So, that hits one of the switches. I have no real way of planning where I'm going to go unless I do everything that I was looking at and then continue from there. So, we got this helm rock following us, and this is annoying because they are pretty close to following us. That's 2. Luckily, these switches stay pressed, so I don't need to worry about them turning off. I probably should have sped this up, to be quite honest, because this is kind of boring. All this is a seagull running from a helm rock. There we go. That's 3 switches. Let's try and get switch number 4. Oh, I missed. But both helm rocks are following me now, and the seagull got hit. So, let us bring out another Hoi pair. I'm going to be using a lot of Hoi pairs. Hoi pair number 2. I think I used 3 total. 3 or 4 of them. Okay, so that's another switch. So that should make switch number 4. So let's get switch number 5. And we need to get switch number 6, which is at the top of the spire. Here's me just thinking, oh, hey, the switches are still active. So, switch number 6. Oh, I missed barely. So, let's go down and go back around, trying to avoid the helm rocks. Honestly, I should have looked at the incredible chart when doing this, because that would have saved me so much time, because then I wouldn't have had to worry too much. But we've got both helm rocks following us now. And oh, I got hit. Okay, you know what they say. Hoi pair number 3, but let's try and get rid of this helm rock first. There we go. Now we can deal with this without having to deal with 2 helm rocks. 1 helm rock is manageable. Alright, so another Hoi pair away. And let us head off towards getting to the top of this, so that I can get my Triforce chart. I can't get all the Triforce charts just yet. There is only, actually upon reflection, I think there is only one that I cannot get, because I have to get I have to go to a dungeon in order to get a specific item that allows me to do it. But if I wanted to, I could do an entire Triforce chart video, but I'm not going to do that. Although that is related to plot, and that is going to be coming up sooner than later. But what you do whenever you have to get a Triforce chart is go onto this circle, pull out your Wind Waker, and play the Wind's Requiem. Because once you do that, the chest appears. Which contains our first Triforce chart, if I can figure out how to chest. And here's our first Triforce chart. We can't read them on our own, so we need somebody to decipher them for us. Come in for Tingle, where you have to pay him either, I believe it is 328 or 358 rupees. I know it's 300 and something rupees. You have to pay him that much to decipher one Triforce chart. There are 8 of them. 8 Triforce charts. Totally not worth it. This was actually fixed inside the HD version of the game to where it's easier to get Triforce charts. Way easier. But let us go through this way. And next up, we're going to be heading off towards our next destination, which I believe is Rockspire Isle. Where is it that we were heading next? Let's see. So at Bird Peak, as you can see, this map must be interpreted before it can be read. Oh, goody. Yep, we're going to Rockspire Isle because that treasure chart 2 that we ended up obtaining at some point, I don't remember when we obtained it, is for Rockspire Isle. So here's me looking through everything going, okay, where's Rockspire Isle? Now, the thing about Rockspire Isle, there are 3 pieces of heart at Rockspire Isle. We're going to be getting all 3 of those heart pieces because we have enough rupees to buy the heart piece from Beetle. There's the one that's from this treasure chart that we're going to get. And there's one more that becomes available once you get to this point of the game. And the one that you get that becomes available at this point of the game is with a boat that we're going to have to sink. I'm going to sink that boat, and I'm going to forget to pull it up. Luckily, the boat doesn't respawn, but I do remember where the treasure is. If you're not careful, that can be a pain. Here are the boats that are inside Rockspire Isle. They're by the platform that is on the same square as Rockspire Isle. There are 2 boats. This one I just sank will give you 100 rupees, and this one will give us the piece of heart. If I'm remembering correctly, it might be reversed. So as you can see, the platform is right in the background. I should have gone after them because when I was looking at my notes, I wrote down it was a gold boat. So I thought, okay, that's just regular boats, that doesn't really matter. No, those boats were the ones that give you the piece of heart and the one that gives you the 100 rupees, which is kind of weird because you'd think that a piece of heart boat would be one of the gold boats. But let's go right here to Rockspire Isle's treasure. And let's pull up this piece of heart. Oh, disguised loading screens, you're so beautiful. And with that, we have completed the first heart on our second row, which means we have 11 hearts now. So, Beetle, where are you? There you are. Let's go and buy that piece of heart, which means we're about to lose 950 rupees. Ugh, it pains me to see that much money go to waste. Especially because I decided that I'm going to farm a lot of things. But let us grab that piece of heart that's right there. I kind of wish it was only 800 rupees. But let us buy the piece of heart. As you can see, the treasure chart is 900 rupees. That also contains a piece of heart if you want to get it, but we're going to be getting that later. So, we got another piece of heart. So, another 3 more, and we will get our 12th heart. So, that deals with that. So, one thing I need to mention, actually, as we head off towards our next destination, which is exactly which island, I don't remember. This is bad because this is when I started to not get... Oh, okay. We're going to Angular Isle, I believe. Yes. Angular Isle, which is down in the south quadrant, right next to Two-Eyed Reef. Angular Isle will allow us to get this piece of heart through this treasure right here. You need a treasure chart in order to access this one. So let's pull it up. And there's another treasure, not a treasure chart, there's another piece of heart on Angular Island itself. So we're gonna get that one too. So that makes piece of heart number 2. So remember, Angular Isle is next to Two-Eyed Reef, which is down on the bottom. There's also a great ferry at Two-Eyed Reef. We'll be doing that one, I believe, in the next episode is when we'll be doing that. So, welcome to Angular Isle. But one thing I need to mention is about the reefs. Now that we're at this point in the game, the reefs become available. What exactly does a reef entail? You have to fight a bunch of cannons and blow them up, as well as ships inside there, in order to be able to get a treasure chart. Every single reef will contain a treasure chart map once you complete it. I will not be showing those off because that just takes up too much time blowing it up. All you're doing is just shooting at cannons with your own cannon. Once you do that, a treasure chest will appear that you have to fly to with the Deku leaf. Lather, rinse, repeat for 6 reefs. That's why I'm not showing it off. Instead, I'm going to be grabbing the treasure charts off screen because they will all give you a treasure chart. If we had gotten pieces of hearts or something different from them, I would have done something different. But because we don't, I'm not going to show it off. I am going to show off the treasure that we get in one of the reefs, however, which is a light ring chart, which is a specialty chart, which I will be showing off. You get that from Cyclops Reef. But we have another blue chew right here, so let us try and get rid of it. And steal the blue chew jelly, and got hit, so I have to go all the way around Angular Island again. Great. Let's climb up. Keep climbing up, Link. We're almost to the top. We're almost to that piece of heart. And there we go. So, let us now get that piece of heart. And there we go. That obtains another piece of heart. That's piece of heart number 3. One more and we will complete another heart container. So where is our next destination? We're going to Headstone Island, one of the places where the King of Red Lions wants us to go for plot, but we can't actually do just yet. Why are we going there? Because there's a piece of heart on that island that we can get with a Hoi pair. One of the few that you actually get with a Hoi pair too. It's kind of weird. So, you go west, Roxas. Seriously, I don't know why I have to think about it when I'm doing that. But welcome to Headstone Island. Destination, Hoi pair usage. So, let us pull out our Hoi pair. Now you can see why I bought so many Hoi pairs from beforehand. So, Hoi pair away. There we go. And where is this piece of heart? It is located on the top of the island. So, let us fly up. Keep going. We're almost there. There's a yellow rupee right there, which is good to grab. Good to grab those rupees. Come on. Let's keep going. Almost there. And there it is. So grab that and return. And with that, we have now obtained 12 hearts. But it's at this point I realized, wait a minute, I forgot that piece of heart that was at Rock Spire Island that I ended up getting. So we should probably go back to Rockspire Island and grab that. Because Roxas was kind of an idiot about 20 minutes ago when he was done getting to this point. So, yeah. That's always fun when you screw up. So, here we are back at where those ships we sank earlier in the part were. Remember, it's by the enemy platform. Let's grab our first one right here, which should be the piece of heart. And I am correct, it is the piece of heart. Which means the next one will give you 100 rupees, which is always a pleasant surprise to get. So, let's go to the second one right now. Get that 100 rupees. Kind of odd that we're going for 100 rupees. But, hey, 100 rupees is 100 rupees. I will gladly accept this lovely fee. So, there we go. And 100 rupees, just as I said. Alright, so that takes care of that. So now let us head off towards our next destination, which will be... where should we go? Where should we go? I know, Star Island. Star Island, where we will get another piece of heart now that we have bombs. This is also an island where one of the Koroks, I almost forgot their names. I almost called them Deku Sprouts for a second. Deku Sprout's something entirely different. It's an entirely different character from an entirely different game. But welcome to Star Island. What we need to do is we need to blow up these rocks to reveal a hole to where we will fight enemies and then be able to, you know, get another piece of heart. Here's where you talk to another Korok and he says, oh wait, other people are having problems with that? Maybe what you should do is get some forest spring water, go all around the Great Sea, and then pour it on us. I am not looking forward to that quest. Also, watch out when you blow up these rocks, because I found out that it causes mini-blins to spawn. Mini-blins! Mini-blins! Mini-blins everywhere! I hate mini-blins! Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it! It's like, just fingernails to a chalkboard. Go away, mini-blins. No one likes you. Okay, we have revealed the hole in the wall. Die, mini-blins. Die, mini-blins. Die, mini-blins. Just go away. I just want to blow up all these rocks. Wait, are they killing themselves? Let's grab the rupee. Wait, where are you going? Wait. No! Don't do it! They're not too smart. Alright. And last one, because I am, if anything, but OCD. Alright, so let's go into the hole. And fight some enemies. To which we have to fight some magtails, which are the lava centipedes. They're called magtails, it turns out. With the Master Sword, we can instantly cause them to go into their little holes. So, luckily, well, to curl up, not into a little hole. So, let us... There we go. There we go. That's 2. And 3. So, next up comes some bokoblins, which means we're going to be getting ourselves some joy pendants. You need to get at least 40 of them for something that's coming up that we'll get later on. So, that takes care of them. Now comes more bokoblins, this time sword bokoblins. The little squinching noise is annoying. Give me that heart. Mine. Die, 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 die. Now to rob you blind. And to kill you. And next up comes the familiar, the Moblins. I wonder if Mo is inside this one. I mean, it's not the Forsaken Fortress, but we're right next to it, so that's always a possibility. So, let us take the skull necklaces. There we go. Okay, so he literally just came up and did a rolling punch on me. That kills one Moblin. Come on. There we go. That kills both of them. So, that kills all the enemies in the room. And a chest appears. A chest containing a piece of heart. Like I said, we're getting a lot of pieces of heart this episode. And we're actually coming to the end of the episode, unfortunately. But don't worry, I've got another side quest episode coming up next. Oh yes, I had to do this at some point, ladies and gentlemen. You know this. And there we go, a piece of heart. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna end it off right here. This has been Roxas1359. Next time, we're gonna be doing more side quests, getting to deal with the submarines and possibly some big octos. See you all next time.